The association is looking for someone. He doesn't run. He fights. The underground arena of Central City, a place only the unregistered come down to. The man standing across from Ha-jun tonight was twice his size. The man condensed his ether and fired a blue bolt at Ha-jun. Ha-jun merely flicked a single finger. With that small motion, the bolt's flow came undone in an instant. The blue energy, a step away from Ha-jun, unraveled into mist and was gone. The man looked down at his own hand. For a moment, he couldn't remember what he'd just fired. He tried to draw his ether up again, but nothing gathered. The man took a few steps back, then raised both hands. The arena stirred, a technique not on any record.
Wins like this, 3 times already, this month alone.
Ha-jun walked out without the prize, without the eyes. That night, inside Ether Association headquarters, a drawer long unopened opens. Target code, Unregistered 77, potential index, B+. Final line, candidate for forced registration. At that moment, someone sat at the very back of the arena.
An A-grade badge hidden inside her coat. She had been watching that technique not on record from start to finish. That gaze did not fade, not even after several days.
Outside the arena too, in back alleys, at hideout entrances, on every path Ha-jun had crossed. The same kind of watching stayed. The Ether Association had begun to move in earnest. Ha-jun, walking a back alley, stopped, briefly. Within his 10-meter radius, an unfamiliar ether flow had entered, half a second early. The next instant, from beyond a corner, 2 pairs of black-coated footsteps passed. Association trackers. Ha-jun changed direction without a sound. By the time they turned, the alley was already empty. But Ha-jun did not only evade. That night, he traced the tracker team's steps back, in reverse. Following the path they had come from, he reached a Central City branch of the association. A door that could not be opened without a badge. Ha-jun turned back. Seeing the tracker's face was enough. At the same hour, inside association headquarters, an officer presses a fresh stamp onto the thickening file. 4 tracking attempts. No contact made. Another line stamped below. Forced registration. Proceed. And the night after. At the entrance of the underground network, a single, unfamiliar step descended. The flow that entered Ha-jun's sensing range was unlike any he had met before.
An A-grade had come down into the underground.
An A-grade awakener stood across from Ha-jun. Inside her coat, a single metal badge, something never seen in an underground arena. The moment she walked in, the unregistered around her scattered without a word. A single badge was changing the air. Ha-jun read her ether flow first, high and refined. The woman spoke first. Unregistered, aren't you? Ha-jun's reply came in the same tone. Then why is a registered one down here? She answered briefly. I have business here. So do I. Ha-jun did not move.
Neither step back.
Her voice again. Your ether flow. A pattern not on any record. Ha-jun answered low. Because there is no record. At that, she drew a line. Down here, we don't ask each other. Ha-jun looked at her for a moment, then answered, Fine.
Between an A-grade and an unregistered, a nameless agreement was made to ask no questions.
The woman turned back. The angle of the badge inside her coat showed for an instant, then vanished. Ha-jun's eyes lingered on that place briefly and were drawn away. Behind the agreement to ask no questions, a hidden reason waited. The woman's name was Han Seo-yun, an investigator dispatched by the Ether Association. Her official mission was clear: track Ha-jun and bring him to the association. That mission file had not yet reached Ha-jun. On the night she had crossed paths with him underground, Seo-yun opened her association report. Dual layer scan, a skill that read an awakener's official grade and real ether flow at once. Ha-jun's potential index calculated precisely, B+, the number the association had been searching for. Seo-yun's eyes rested on the final line of the report. Location confirmed. Contact made. Once that line was sent, forced registration would begin within 72 hours.
Seo-yun's finger stopped above the delete key.
Then she pressed it. The final line, gone.
At the same hour, Ha-jun was looking up at the ceiling of his underground base. A single unfamiliar flow had lingered in his range today. That was all he remembered. On Seo-yun's desk, an old photograph sat. The place of an A-grade senior, lost during an association mission.
She did not turn the photograph over, nor put it away. Outside her window, the lights of association headquarters still had not gone out. The night the final line disappeared from her report, Seo-yun opened another file. It was the list of past awakeners who had once reached potential index B+. About 10 of them. All had vanished from record within 2 years of forced registration. What vanished meant differed from file to file. Missing, deceased, or simply a blank. But the classification stamp on each of their files was the same. Civilian safety. The association's name for the procedure of forced registration. Seo-yun paused her finger over those 2 words. At the same hour, Ha-jun was visiting the underground's old informants, one by one. He asked the same question every time. Who has the association taken in recently? The names that came back were different each time, but the line that followed each name was always the same.
The greater the potential, the quieter they disappeared. Ha-jun memorized each of those names.
The association was not looking for someone strong. It was looking for someone it could use. Before closing the file, Seo-yun turned to its last page. Unregistered 77. Above the file of target Ha-jun, a new line had been stamped. Execution schedule. Director's direct authorization. Seo-yun's hand pressed against the edge of the desk. If nothing changed within a few days, Ha-jun would be the next blank. 2 nights after that, Ha-jun and Seo-yun were each making their way to Grix. Neither knew the other was heading to the same place. Beneath a low light, on a worn chair, sat a thin silhouette. Grix, the goblin broker, F-grade, and the pivot of the underground information network. Ha-jun sat first. The broker only nodded, silent. A moment later, Seo-yun came through the same corridor. Their eyes stopped on Grix at the same time. Grix spoke first, flatly. You both came to me. That means you have something in common. Seo-yun and Ha-jun answered together. Nothing in common.
At the same moment,
the broker raised one eyebrow. See, you do. Seo-yun continued first. Grix, I'm looking for the association's hidden file. There's more than one hidden file. The goblin's voice came low. Ha-jun cut in. The potential index. the unregistered codes. Grix went quiet for a moment. That file, once the recorded number hits B+ or above, it moves to the next stage, automatically. Seo-yun's eyes narrowed. Do you know what the next stage is?
I know. That's why I want to stay F grade. A bitterness in the broker's tone.
Grix stood up. There is a way to seal that file. It needs A-grade clearance. Seo-yun and Ha-jun looked at Grix at the same time. After leaving Grix's base, Seo-yun went straight home. One sentence stayed in her mind. A-grade clearance is needed. From the bottom of her desk drawer, Seo-yun pulled out her own registration contract.
Her parents' grade and signature had been copied straight onto her own document. Nothing in it had come from her own hand.
Until tonight, she had never properly read it through. Article 3. The association's authority over the contractor's use of ability. The clause was short, 2 lines.
Ownership of the ability transfers to the association.
Seo-yun pressed her fingertip onto that line. At the same hour, Ha-jun was turning Grix's last words over in his mind, in his underground base. Seal requires A-grade clearance. Ha-jun's eyes lifted to the dark ceiling. Who held that clearance? They both already knew.
Seo-yun put the contract back into the drawer, but she did not close it all the way.
From the night that drawer stayed slightly open, Seo-yun's questions had changed. In the quiet underground base, Seo-yun spoke first. Why don't you register? Ha-jun did not lower his eyes. Why should I? Seo-yun stacked her reasons calmly. You'd be protected. If you're inside the association... Protection. Ha-jun stopped on that word. Then he asked back, do you actually mean that?
Seo-yun was quiet for a moment.
She tried again. The association needs your ability, so... Ha-jun turned the words back. They need it, so they take it. You call that protection? Seo-yun did not answer. Article 3, the one she had read the night before, was echoing in her ears.
Ha-jun's voice closed low. That's why you can't answer.
Through the window, the lights of Central City showed. Association headquarters, in the heart of those lights. Ha-jun never once looked at them.
Seo-yun, for the first time, did.
The lights Seo-yun had looked at for the first time. They moved first. Seo-yun's contact report was missing, but the association's procedure had already been moving on a different track. A pile of failed tracking reports, plus the director's direct authorization on top. A few mornings later, an official association summons was issued. The recipient code was Unregistered, 77. Appear, 72 hours. Non-compliance, forced execution. Inside the association headquarters file, a countdown began. At the same hour, an additional order came to the assigned investigator. Deliver the target within 72 hours. The order paper was placed on Seo-yun's desk.
Her eyes went first to the photograph of that empty place at the side of the desk.
The photograph was still face up, untouched. Seo-yun picked up the order paper and stood.
To speak or to stay silent. 2 choices.
Neither led to the same ending. The association's countdown was a number that did not stop. Seo-yun went underground. Within 72 hours, she would have to find Ha-jun first. By the time Seo-yun reached the underground base, Ha-jun already knew about the summons. The underground network had always been faster than association orders. He spoke first. Why did you come? Seo-yun hesitated for a moment. I wanted to hear it directly. Hear what? Why you've never registered, not even once. In this district, no one had ever asked Ha-jun why. Not asking, that was the rule of this place. Seo-yun too had assumed she wouldn't get an answer this time. But Ha-jun, this time, did.
It was 5 years ago. The association. They took someone I cared about.
Seo-yun's breath stopped. At first, they said it was just witness questioning, but it was a hostage. Bring that person in and we end it. That's how the association is. When they want an ability, they reach for the people around it first. The order paper she'd brought grew slowly heavier in her hand.
Ha-jun added one last line. After that, I went underground. Not running, choosing. Seo-yun did not answer. She could not.
After hearing Ha-jun's answer, Seo-yun did not send any report to headquarters. 36 hours remaining. The three of them met again at Grix's place. Grix spoke first. The association enforcement team is assembled. They enter the underground within 24 hours. Seo-yun's voice sharpened. Where did that information come from? Grix answered flatly. If I didn't have a network, I wouldn't be here at all. Ha-jun's question was short. How many? 5. All of them. B grade or above.
Ha-jun was silent.
Seo-yun offered another path. There are options. If you appear voluntarily, forced registration can be deferred. Ha-jun shook his head. It's not a deferral. The procedure just slows down. Grix cut in. There's no opening. You have to move. Seo-yun did not give ground. Moving blindly will make the association respond harder. I know. That's why it's not blind. Ha-jun's tone was calm.
A pause. Grix closed the thought. You're both right. That's what makes it hard.
Grix stood up first. Contact me when you have a direction. That night, Seo-yun accessed the association's internal file again. The 72-hour delivery order. The investigator's signature field was blank. A single signature would end all of it. The procedure, the risk. But just before signing, Seo-yun's eyes turned again to the photograph on her desk. The empty place in the photograph stopped her once more. In her first year at the association, that senior had said one last thing.
Investigator, you are the one who asks. Don't become the one who takes.
After that day, Seo-yun had not once been able to recall those words. Today, for the first time, they had come back. She closed the file, without signing. Back at the base, Seo-yun called quietly. Ha-jun! Ha-jun did not answer. Her voice continued. I'm on your side this time. Ha-jun turned. His question was a single word. Why? Seo-yun caught her breath. 5 years ago, in the place they took your person, there was someone else with them. Ha-jun stopped.
It was my senior. She didn't come back from the next mission.
Her association badge sat in Seo-yun's hand, neither gripped tight nor let go.
What it means to be classified A grade. That's something I can decide for myself now.
The 24 hours were over. The exact moment Grix had named. Through the entrance of Ha-jun's base, 5 black coats came down. The association enforcement team. Ha-jun stood at the center of the base. Seo-yun stood beside him. The 5 raised their hands at the same time. Different colors of ether gathered at each fingertip. 5 colors rose at once inside the base: red fire and a black blade, a steel chain and blue lightning, and a white shockwave. 5 attacks burst toward Ha-jun, all at once. Ha-jun spread both hands slowly to either side. With that motion, all 5 flows reversed at once. The fire returned to the first one's face, the blade to the second one's leg, the chain to the third one's neck. The lightning fell onto the fourth's hand, and the shockwave struck the fifth's chest, dead on. The 5 collapsed at the same moment, struck by their own ether.
Just after that, Ha-jun dropped to one knee.
A thin line of blood ran from his nose, the cost of pulling all his ether at once.
Seo-yun caught him. His hands were still trembling.
At the same hour, a report rose to Association headquarters. Enforcement team, all neutralized by their own skills. The Association director read the report twice. He stood. This time, I'll go myself. It was before the director's order had reached the enforcement team. Seo-yun moved first. The night the team withdrew, Seo-yun went into headquarters and accessed the potential index file again, with A-grade clearance. Unregistered 77. The signature line in the seal field was empty. Seo-yun signed. The file locked.
Back at the base, Seo-yun looked at Ha-jun. You are, now, a non-existent person.
Ha-jun answered low. I already wasn't. Seo-yun shook her head. No. Before, you were a tracked target. Now the file itself doesn't exist. The association only moves within its own procedure. The starting point of that procedure has just disappeared. Ha-jun followed with a question. Is there a difference?
Seo-yun smiled faintly. There is. That's what's good about being A-grade.
Seo-yun laughed. Ha-jun laughed too. A short laugh.
For the first time, 2 people laughing from the same side.
The day after that short night of shared laughter, the association director's request for a private meeting did not come through official channels. It was a back-channel card, routed around the sealed file. The meeting place was not association headquarters, but a private room somewhere on the surface. Ha-jun went alone. The director was in association uniform. Ha-jun stood across from him without a badge. The director spoke first. Register. The association manages ability usage rights. That is order. Ha-jun's reply was brief. If I refuse? The director's tone did not change. Unofficial enforcement. The basis would still be civilian safety. Ha-jun asked back. If it's for civilians, shouldn't you ask the civilians? Awakened abilities are not personal property, the director answered.
But Ha-jun's reply was a declaration. My ability is not the association's asset. It is my will. The director sank into a long silence.
Ha-jun did not wait for that silence.
Before any answer came, Ha-jun turned and walked away.
Several days passed after Ha-jun turned and walked away. The association entered a new classification in its internal file. High caution, unregistered free person. The system did not change. That was the ending.
Beneath the low light of the base, the 3 of them had gathered.
Grix spoke first. The association just made a new classification. Execution is on hold. Seo-yun answered evenly. The file is sealed, so there's no target to execute against. Grix shrugged. What's the difference? Ha-jun's answer was a single word. It's different.
Seo-yun tilted her head toward him. You proved that you don't have to prove anything. That you don't have to register to keep existing.
Grix shook his head. Don't make it sound grand. You just haven't been caught yet.
Seo-yun's counter was quiet. If not caught isn't freedom, then what is freedom? Grix paused, then answered short. Different. Not caught is luck. Freedom is choice.
The three of them were at the underground base. The association's lights did not reach this far down. They did not go back up.
For them, the open side was always down here.
Join the myth, subscribe, and like.